let's see. Is it up again? Or... Let's see if it comes back up. It should be back up. Yeah, okay, it's back up. No, okay. My stream just decided to go down for a second there. Sorry about that, you guys. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh god. Oh no. This is gonna be a bad time. For them, of course. It's gonna be great for me. I'm gonna share it with Sayori. Actually, no. I'm gonna share it with... What was that girl with the purple hair? Purple hair girl's name. Was that Natsuki or Yuri? I think her name was Yuri. Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Okay, it was her. And I feel like I'm a creeper the fuck out. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? I was hoping it would kind of terrify you or make you think, what the hell, person? Not exceptional. Did I just say it out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Jeez. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my palm again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri throws off on both find an excuse. She traces her finger along his word and tone as if breaking down more through it. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. I hope my stream's going decently. Alright. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you'd be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I just chose what made me hungriest and what just, I don't know. I chose random letters, lady. Random words, I should say. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity to her. I just Can I get to read something? Or I didn't get to see the cupcakes. I was mad about that. Okay, I let it slide. Even though I sold my soul for them, apparently. You know? Even though I didn't get to read my poem, which sounded pretty damn amazing, to be honest, okay? Climaxing freaking strawberries and shit, and pain and suffering. Oh boy. And now, please let me read her poem. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I get to read it! I can read it, actually. But it's cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Alright. Ghost under the light. Pretty cool. I'm sorry. Such terrible handwriting. I was able to read it just fine. Hell, that's better than mine. Like, my writing looks like there's, I don't know, just two T-Rexes just started slamming into each other on the page and having horrible sex. You know? Just, that's my handwriting. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Greg. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only give one glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. That you should do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. I'm still waiting for something to pop out of that closet. You know, just boo. Just boo. I'm spooky. Spooky, mate. I'm spooky. No? Okay. I'll go die now. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Gregory. Me too. Praise the sun. Next, I'll show it to Monica. Hey, Monica. Hey there, Monica. However that thing goes. Hi, Gregory. Hi, Gregory. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I'm gonna read this entire thing of Monica like this. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha. Don't worry, Gregory. I can't fucking do. We're all we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Gregory. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. I can't do this shit. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I was counted and I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike, say, Yuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. It's tough to talk like that. It's just messing me up. Or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has had at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things, Gregory. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own styles. You know what? Let's check out some. Let's see if you know who is still streaming. The Death Poppy. You know, let's check out, see if he's. Well, we do this. I don't think he's live anymore. Damn. Nope. Oh well. Well, it's whatever. I was gonna stop by and say hi, but yes, sucks. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Alright, I'm done reading that voice. I am done. It's hurting my throat. It was fun while it lasted. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall, it couldn't have been me. Seen the directions back, the tobacco protrudes. A noisy neighbor, angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer outside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind like a film let out in the sun. No, I can't see it. I'm real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, it's just one of those creepy as fuck moments. You look into like the keyhole, you see an eye, just look back and say, oh, hey there, eye. They're just backing the fuck away from that door. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. Oh man. Whew. My thing is public, right?